Hi everybody, I just had to put a real quick addendum onto the beginning of the following episode. I didn't realize until I got into the editing process that there was severe noise happening because of the way that I was holding a couple of the set cases. So that's why you will see the video jump around at 2 points and certain discs and certain number of episodes not get fully covered. It wasn't a mistake in editing on my part. It was purposely done to avoid background noise. Now on to the actual episode. How's it going, everybody? You got the Razman coming at you here with another edition of the Razman's Reality Today, and today is attempt number 3. Yes, you heard me right. Attempt number 3 at filming this particular episode. Originally, I envisioned filming the majority of this episode with the back camera because it'll be much better quality for this type of video. But I think because of the way physically that I have to hold the camera, it's going to be difficult for me to do these types of videos by myself. I'm going to have to wait and do certain editions of these when I have someone around to help me hold the camera, because whatever the reason was, whether it was how I was holding the camera or that my finger was in a bad position, whatever the case was, the image was becoming too blurry and you couldn't actually make out detail. Luckily enough, the first edition that I want to air today of Collection Showcase, that's what we're doing. I forgot to mention that that's what I was talking about, but you've seen it by the title, from the title by now, sorry. But luckily for us, this first edition that I want to do today is actually one that I've determined that you don't necessarily need to see the entire piece at one time, so I can still hold it up the way that I normally would here on the front camera. And as you've seen by the title, what we're here today to showcase is my Once Upon a Time Blu-ray collection, seasons 1 through 4 of that show. And I thought it appropriate to do since last Sunday, which was, yes, when attempt number 1 happened and when I originally envisioned this episode getting up. But last Sunday the show returned for the second half of season 5, so I thought right now was the best time to do this while everybody's excited and ramped up for the show once again. So of course, to start with, we have the UK import box set version of seasons 1 and 2. Now the reason that I have this is because my mom at Christmas time completely forgot that I already had season 1, so that version has now gone to my sister, simply so that I can have a slipcover for seasons 1 and 2. And it's kind of nice to have this little different piece of the collection. Yes, I would prefer character artwork on the individual disc, which is something the UK versions don't do, but the UK versions do give me different front and back cover art, so it all kind of balances out, and it's still a nice collection. And maybe someday I'll be able to just rebuy season 2, the region 1 version of that, and then give this box set to my sister and get my old season 1 back. I don't exactly know how I'm going to go about doing that, but for now, I like the collection the way it is. So this, of course, is the front. And there's the back, which shows you the contents of each of the seasons and the supplementary special features. So make sure you pause the video if you want to get a nice close-up look at that. And then here we have season 1, which is of course featuring the 5 leads with a nice arc of storybook there on the bottom half. You have nice character artwork, various still images from season 1 here with the episode listing, the first half of those listed underneath, and then of course disc 1. Sorry, getting a bit of a glare from the light there. I'll reposition it, but disc 1, which has episodes 1 through 5 and special features. And then we have disc 2, which features episodes 6 to 11 with special features, and then we have disc 3, which features episodes 12 to 14 with a special feature. Of course, underneath disc 5, we have the second half of the character artwork and the rest of the episode listing. So, very, very nice set. Now let's take a look at season 2. Here's the front. Once again, the main 5 cast members, this time with the iconic Jolly Roger underneath them. And there's the back. So once again, just give the video a pause for a nice long look at the listing of special features and overall content. Beautiful, beautiful character artwork on the inside flap here. Some of my favorite from the entire series. And then disc 1 here features episodes 1 through 3 and a special feature. Apologies for any angle change at all. I just now realized that I didn't have my bedroom door shut all the way, so I also apologize if any background noise got into the episode prior to this point. Then we have disc 4, which is episodes 15 to 18 and a special feature. And then of course we have the 5th and final disc, which is episodes 19 to 22 and the rest of the special features. And there is the second half of the beautiful season 2 cover artwork, inside case artwork I should say, and the rest of the episode listing and content listing. Moving on, here is season 3. If you saw the birthday and Christmas haul, you already know that this unfortunately is the only one without the slipcover, but there's the front. And there's the back. Again, pause it if you want to have a more detailed look at what you can get content-wise. And then as we get to the inside here, you can immediately see why I believe that our Region 1 versions are a tad bit better. Beautiful character artwork, but the episode listing and content listing underneath the case is actually much more clear and easy to read. And then as you see on disc 1, you have individual disc character artwork as well as episode listing and bonus feature listing. So this one features the 1 bonus feature and episodes 1 through 5. And of course it's Regina, aka at that point in time the evil queen with the iconic poison apple. Disc 2 there is Snow and Charming. I apologize for the glare from the light. It's difficult to sometimes get it out of frame, but obviously if I turned it off, the picture quality would be much lower overall for the video. But of course, as you have now picked up on, is episodes 6 through 10 with a special feature, or bonus feature, sorry. They say the word bonus, I always personally say the word special, so that's why I do that. But yeah. And then disc 3 is episodes 11 to 14 and features Rumpelstiltskin as the character art. Disc 4, episodes 15 to 18 and a bonus feature featuring Captain Hook, aka Julian. And disc 5 features Emma, and of course, as you've now picked up on, is episodes 19 to 22 with the remaining amount of bonus features. And there, of course, is the rest of the beautiful character cover art and the content listing. Finally, here is season 4. Just a beautiful, gorgeous slipcover with Elsa and the frozen apple. And of course, this is the one with the first half of the season that's affectionately become known amongst all oncers as Once Upon a Frozen. And then, as you can see, the extenuating attention to detail that these sets do, they acknowledge that the second half of season 4 has an entirely different plotline as we see Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, and Ursula in that order. There we go. I'll just slide my finger down so you can get a look at that picture, and I'll just cover up Cruella de Vil there for a moment. And then here is something you hardly ever see anymore. Different artwork underneath the slipcover than what you actually get on the slipcover. Same top half with the Frozen cover art, but then the main 6 cast underneath it. Because as all oncers know, Hook/Julian's role as Gillian, sorry, I said Julian in the last one too, I apologize, it's Gillian. But as we all know, his role majorly expanded on the second half of season 3 and all through season 4. So it's nice to see him get acknowledgement as a member of the main cast now here. Then on the back version without the slipcover, you get acknowledgements of both half of the seasons, not just one. So I purposely waited to remind you of this, but you know the drill by now. Just give it a pause if you want a more detailed look at the contents within. And now here is, of course, the first half of the character artwork and the episode listing. But as you can see, they finally figured out, well, if we're going to print the episode listing on the inside of the case and underneath the artwork, we really don't need to do that on the disc. So we actually just get more character artwork on the disc itself. So disc 1 is, of course, Emma and all her awesomeness. Disc 2 is Captain Hook, Gillian, and disc 3, of course, is Snow White and Charming, aka David and Mary Margaret. I've been forgetting to say the real life names of every character but Hook, so I apologize for that. And by real life, all oncers know what I mean, and that means the half that's in our world, not the fantasy half. Very difficult to keep the light from obstructing the artwork itself, so I apologize if the angle keeps changing on these, but disc 4, of course, is Queen Regina, as you can see, and disc 5 is Rumpelstiltskin, aka Mr. Gold. And then there is your final piece of character artwork. Just absolutely beautiful sets. So I hope you really enjoyed this collection showcase look at Once Upon a Time. Very quick thank you to my very first Patreon sponsor, who, you know who you are, your name is now on the screen via overlay, but I didn't mention it out loud in both this episode and the episode that was filmed simultaneously following this episode because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So once you get in touch with me and let me know how to pronounce your name, I'll make sure I properly say it out loud. Please do consider becoming a Patreon sponsor yourself, as any and all donations, no matter how big or small, simply goes right back into the channel and allows me to bring more awesome episodes to you. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.